Now we are ready to start the optical avoidance active track combination test. I thought this time I would do like a combination. And so to make it a little bit tough here, we will take off from this desk and then I will fly out here and then I will move towards the area over here where I've done so many tests before. So let's see what happens and hopefully we won't destroy the drone in the process. Det er ikke nemt at komme ud her, du. Det kan jeg kraftedeme ikke. Det bliver for farligt. Sorry. Okay, I had a lot of issues getting this one out the door, so let me just go in here and see what we can do. Maybe the bypassing option needs to be nifty. See if I put it here, it says when controlling the aircraft and control sticks and nifty bypassing is enabled. Aircraft avoids obstacles more subtle, altitude changes and flies more smoothly. So maybe this is the trick to enable the nifty mode. And hopefully it will survive getting out here. Let's just check the focus track setting while we're here. Just make sure that everything is set like you want it to be. So see the outer circle is radius 10, that's way too much. 2 meters. And then we do like 6 meters. The inner height, we put that down to 0.5. The outer height, 3. We have near ground flight enabled. Then we should be ready to see if we can get it out of this. So now we're up. Yeah. So now it went out. We're flying towards this. So. Okay. So that was the trick, to put it in nifty mode. That was what it took to get it out of this. And then we flew, over this fence. And now we're up here. The drone is just waiting for me. So we take it down here. Now I will step in front. And mark me. Mark me. So now it will be really, really interesting to see what happens here. So, I'll just move the recorder here. So we take active track. And you see it's the first time that I try this. Just needed to follow me. And if you remember last time I was here, the drone did some pretty crazy shit. This was the Air 3S back then. Let's see. The collision sensing and the LiDAR tracking system. No. Stop. See, he was trying to cut the corner. You should not cut the corner. So just follow me here. So, see if it follows along. No. See, it's having a hard time. It's also a big drone, so there's a lot of challenges here. So see, back. So now it should follow me. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Look at this. So let's just move it manually over here. See, it detects a lot of stuff in the surroundings. It's not. This is probably the reason why I tried to go the other way. It's probably because of that. But it's not moving forward at all. So it's kind of getting blocked. You can see it's all red around. So what we do now is, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I could put it in sport mode and I can just move it slightly forward here. I don't like that it's flirting with this wired fence here. So it's, I don't know. I couldn't make it go through there, so maybe I should just move it up here. And let it come down. So now it's on the right side here. So we can continue our test. I was basically very close to aborting this, I would say. We need to press the C1 to make it follow along. So now it's because it's such a big drone. So I need to keep an eye on what it's doing. So that was a rough start for this test. But let's just see, this part should be fairly easy. But I would expect that we probably run into problems in the end here, down here. What's it doing? Is it filming? Yeah. So in a very close environment, even though it has the nifty setting, it struggles a bit. So the question is what it will do now, because it needs to go pretty low. See if it follows along. Can it make it? See what it does? It tries some different options. See, maybe I can force it down. No. So it's definitely not a very smooth ride. Let's just stop the. So now it's through. It's not as smooth a ride as I would have hoped for. So let's just press the C1 again here. And C1. Good. So now it's tracking. So now we should be out in the clear. Before we get to the next section, that could cause a little bit of problems. So now it's just following along. This part is easy. We can just move it to the side here maybe. So hopefully it's not doing any sideways collisions. No. I must admit that I am a little bit cautious about these auto modes. So let's just try and set it in auto here. Because that cost me the life of my Mini 4 Pro. Nah. What are you doing, man? So it's somehow not as so that's following along. Always preparing for the so man. So far so good. Maybe we should just try and walk the other way. Again, I'm ready on the pause button here. Is it recording? Yeah. So, oh. I don't have much power left on the remote for the, let's see, drone remote. Hey. No. For some reason, I really don't like this. So, stop. And stop. And spotlight. C1. So, you let it go behind me. So let's just do the C1 again. So, now C1 is following along. Yeah. This is a rough day on the office here. And we're not going through the small gap again because we know this will cause problems. So let's just try and go out here. Can move it to the side now. It's a little bit better. So this was the gap over there that we tried to go through. Let's just go so I can show you. Hey. He's really flirting with the trees. But this was the gap. So let's just get it behind me again. I hope everything is recording because this was not the most fun test to do. Yeah. So let's get it down to the low position. And we can do maybe the return to home when we get back. Let's just see that. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm not out of breath, but so. Last time when I did this coming home thing over there, I had a few issues that it was basically trying to go through the area where the boat is. I don't think I dare this to do that. But let's see what happens when we get over here. I think it will try to go in there again, because it happens when you go in here and it starts to meet obstacles. Finger on the pause button. No, it's following along. Nice. Nice. You see, now we are getting into there. We had problems before where it wouldn't go through. It's actually going through, I think. No, it's not. Again, it's getting stuck there in the opening. Yeah. So now we need to figure out what to do. Yeah, I know what we do. We fly it back manually into the field, and then I will kick off and return to home. So that's what we do. That is what we will do. So, take this one away. So now it's out in the field. Just take it up here. See, very, very nice harbor. And then now I'm going back into the garden so I can enable. So now long pressed, I return to home. So let's see what happens. No, it's not going this way. I'll just fly it in here. I don't think it's a very, very good idea to play hazard with this drone. I have many, many more tests I need to do with this. So now we have it. So let me just put it out here then. So, like this. And then we press return to home. You see what it's doing. So it's going back. Oh no. What is it doing? No! Don't do that! Don't do that! Don't do that! Okay. So it's actually going this way, the way that we walked. So what is it going to do now? No, 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 I had to stop it now. So it's trying to emulate the way that I went into the garden, I guess. Okay, so let's see if it can do that. That would be interesting. So let me just put it back here again. But you know, if it fails at that altitude, it would destroy. So it's I'm sorry if I'm a little bit just ready. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. That was interesting. Let's just follow along, see what it does. And stop there. That's where I flew it originally. So now I need to decide if it should go. Yeah. I'm ready with the pause button thingy. Let's see what it does. So it has a hard time going in there, so it's probably not going to do that. Or maybe it is. So it's just trying to concentrate, calculate, So it seems it has these issues with gaps. Hello. So I guess it's not going further than this. So I don't know. Maybe I can help it a little bit. So I start the return to home again. Yeah. Apart from going through the gap, I say okay. Then I need to manually land it. Yeah. That was a very, very interesting test where we saw a lot of the capabilities of this drone, but also the limitations. It's quite a wide gap you have there. So it's maybe, I don't know. Is it 2 meters? Yeah, around 2 meters. It was refusing to go through that. The same you saw at the garden. You also saw the same, that it refused to go through the gap. But it is backtracking the trace that I was flying. But I gotta tell you, it's if I paid 2,800 euro for this drone, my heart would be jumping out of my throat every time that I was doing something like this. So it's yeah, I don't know. Use it with caution when you do all these tests. So it's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. The big advantage with this is that I didn't pay 2,800 euro for this drone. DJI sent it to me for review. This is why I can do these tests and still sleep at night. And you can take advantage of that because then you don't need to do it with your equipment. I'm interested in some of the more regular stuff that this drone can do. Then I made a lot of videos around it and I collected everything on a playlist that you can access through this card. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give it a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching and I'll be seeing you on the next one.